This is the Canis Mesa, which in my opinion is the best looking off-road Jeep in the game, which I never drive because unfortunately it has no power to back up the off-road looks. Even on the beginning section of the Mount Chiliad hill climb, it stalls out and just spins its wheels into a slow and sure descent of failure. And even on the log pile, it has the clearance on the bumper, but it can't even make it to the top. Which is why I'm very excited for the vehicle released today, the new Annis Hellion, coming in at $835,000. Yo, what is up guys? H2 here with H2 TV, sporting the new Annis JDM t-shirt that Rockstar is giving out this week with the new vehicle, so make sure to pick that up as well. And this is the vehicle in question, the new Annis Hellion, which is based on the Nissan Patrol, mid-90s Patrol. And just like the Canis Mesa, it definitely looks the part for a off-roading Jeep. So in today's video, we will be finding out if it can hold up to that and how well it does. And we can see right away perched on this fountain, the suspension play, some hydraulic steering, very nice. And a lot of styling cues from the mid-90s off-road Jeeps and SUVs. We've got the chrome bumper on the front, we've got the square headlights, the square grille, the square camper, the extra long side windows, chrome bumper on the back as well with some badging. We've got the Hellion 4x4, the logo, and the Annis badging on the right. So pretty excited about this one as we only have 2 or 3 off-road Jeeps. We've got the Mesa, we've got the Camacho, which is kind of more leaning towards a Hummer, really a much larger vehicle. So I'm pretty excited to see how this smaller Hellion does. But first, let's see what she's got for customization.
What miracle did you want me to perform?
Alright, it all starts here. Los Santos Customs. I will put some armor on here since I'll be using this for off-roading. Some race brakes as well. And we go straight to bumpers, front bumpers. Wow, 17 options. That is a good thing to see straight off the bat. So we've got stock. We can delete this chrome bumper here, which really opens everything up. You can even see the engine right there. We've got the ram plate. Can do ram plate with primary or secondary. Here we go. Now we're getting to some off-roading add-ons. Bull bar. Can do that in primary or secondary. Lifted ram bar, which is kind of like a skid plate, a lot more minimalistic with some fog lights. Can do that in primary or secondary as well. Can do the bull bar 2 in primary or secondary. And the bull bar 3, wow, that is a little excessive on the fog lights, but pretty unique. And I think I'm going to go for something in between, a little bit more minimalistic on the off-roading. I'm going to try this lifted ram bar for more clearance, but still something on there with those fog lights. Let's try that.
That's a beauty right there.
Rear bumpers, okay, so we can do the delete. The light cage, which puts the metal cage around the tail lights, can do that in primary or secondary as well. And we've got the ram bar, can do that in primary or secondary. And the competition kit with the protected tail lights as well as that tubular bar bumper on the bottom as well. I think I'll go with the ram bar. Throw that on. Engine, yes please. Alright, exhaust. So we've got stock. Oh, and it goes straight to the hood. Got, whoa, that is massive exhaust coming straight pipe. with the air filters. Wow, straight to the engine swaps. Look at this. Got the blue silicone intercooler hosing, massive turbo. That thing is shaking. Exhaust comes out the side. Got the Big Daddy turbo. Holy crap, this is insane. Was not expecting all of this. So Rockstar really are giving us options to make a street racer of this too. Like in the Grand Tour, they actually had an episode in Dubai where Richard Hammond in a Porsche 918 supercar raced a Nissan Patrol. Newer one that was modified with a Skyline GTR motor and drivetrain. And that Nissan Patrol blew the doors off a Porsche 918 supercar. So I guess Rockstar really is focusing on that sleeper street racing option for this guy. And since I'm going off-roading, this is a little bit tempting, but I'm going to keep it stock. Alright, moving on to fenders. Can delete those arches, do primary, secondary, bolted, primary or secondary on the bolted as well, or flared. I'll go with the, let's compare that to stock. Yeah, I'll go with the primary flared. Why not? Alright, grill, we got stock. Can delete that altogether. Can do a chrome surrounding or a carbon surrounding. Ooh, I like that. Just clean mesh grill in black. Looks like it's, no, it might be chrome. Chrome piped, carbon piped. Carbon slated. Oh no, that's chrome. Chrome slated. Following that is the carbon. Ooh, Annis grill with the badging. Can get that logo in chrome or carbon. I will go with carbon. Very nice. Headlights, I'll leave those stock. Alright, livery, see what we got. We've got clean. Then we can put some white stripes on. Not too bad. Some black stripes as well. Pretty simple. Kind of goes with the 90s styling as well. Then we've got atomic. Pretty basic. Redwood. Sponsored by Redwood. Pretty retro styling. Got the Mind Mocked livery following that, number 56. We've got the lube and 69. Okay, got that one. Globe oil, this is the one everyone's been posting pictures of and videos of. This is the classic Jurassic Park livery if you want to go that route, which, very tempting, very cool. Patriot beer. Impotent Rage, very cool. After the Impotent Rage scavenger hunt, throw on the costume, drive around in this. And last but not least, we have Nightmare, which kind of looks like a monster truck. Bigfoot livery. Interesting. Original, haven't seen one like this before either. And I'm going to throw some black stripes on this, because I already know what color I'm going to go for. Once we get to respray, plate, throw on a black plate with the Got Dirt plate. Gotta go Got Dirt for some off-roading. And respray, let's check this out. See what the secondary changes first. Okay, so these sides. Let's throw on a black. And it looks like it's, oh, it goes around to the rear as well. Okay, anything on the front? Nope, just the side to the rear. So we'll keep that black on, and for primary, let's check this out in black. Here it is in white. Check it out in a classic blue, since this is a classic 90s Jeep. Here's a Saxon blue. That would be a nice color to throw on here as well, especially with the yellow springs. Check out a green. Here's olive green. And a dark green, nice classic colors too for the Nissan Patrol. And what I'm going to go with on this build is I'm going to go with a silver, classic silver for this guy. Pearlescent, I will leave it as is on this guy. Roll cage. Alright, we've got a half cage. Can do that in primary or secondary. And then we've got the full cage. We can do in primary or secondary as well. And that does have the padding around some of the bars. And I will go with a half cage in secondary. Black roll bar. Roof, we've got stock. Can do the single light bar. The raid rack, which I like a lot, or the raid kit. I will definitely throw the raid kit on this guy. Alright, skirts, we've got stock, slat skirt, primary or secondary for that. We've got the piped step, can do that in primary or secondary. The lifted piped step, primary or secondary will be all the options. And I'm going to go with secondary lifted piped step. Throw that guy on. Suspension I will leave as is. You get a little bit better handling with sport, but since I'll be using this for off-roading, we will keep it raised. Transmission, super. Turbo, yes. Wheels, okay, let's check out the off-road wheels. And you can never go wrong with the Amazon rims. But I think as a tribute to the classic 90s styling, we'll throw on some 5-star rims. Throw those on in black. Really like that chrome lip also. And we will throw on some off-road tires with some black tire smoke. Window plates, this is a surprise. Look at this. So you can totally put some plates on there. Not sure if it's armored or not, probably a little bit. Can kind of make it like a camper shell with primary or secondary. Definitely keeping that off this one. And windows to tint or not to tint. It's in between tinting and not tinting as far as being a classic. And I'll leave it all for now so we can see through, see part of that roll bar. And that is looking pretty good. I must say I am really happy with how this came out. Got the light bars, got the black stripes on the silver, classic silver with those rims, off-road tires. Alright, well, let's check her out in some detail and see what she's got. And I've got to say, I do like this thing a lot more after the off-road modifications we've fitted on here. And let's see what opens up, what details we get on this guy. Nice, so we do get the tailgate that opens up for access to the back. Got the roll bar going diagonally through there. Got the doors that open up. Very basic interior for the Nissan Patrol. I do like the yellow gauges and the shift knob though, and the handbrake. Pretty cool. Let's check out the engine bay. We saw all those crazy engines we can do for engine swaps. And for the basic motor, not bad. Not a bad motor design. Cool. Let's see, most importantly, what we've all been waiting for. is how does she do with off-roading? And we are in the best place on the map for that. Toledo Forest. Right off the bat, I can already tell the handling on this thing is really sharp, very agile. It does turn sharper than the Cara, the Contender, the Camacho. And I'm thinking since this is smaller, more lightweight, it's going to be easier to handle in quite a few ways. See how it handles catching some air, some jumps. Wow, nice. Really stuck that landing. And let's see how it handles the log obstacle. See if it has the clearance. Yes, it does. Does it have the power? Yes, no problem for the small but mighty little patrol. Try that again. Nice. And it did not bottom out. A lot of vehicles, even the Cara bottoms out coming down off that. So really great choice on this little skid plate. Very minimalistic front bumper. And let's see how it handles the Mount Chiliad hill climb. This is the most demanding hill climb in the game, starting off through the Sidewinder. Very easy. And we'll see how it handles this first climb here. And so far it's showing no signs of lack of power. That is for sure as we slow down and make sure it's got that torque as it downshifts to first gear. No problem whatsoever for the little patrol. Awesome. So happy right now comparing this to the Mesa, which is so gutless, man. It can't even make it up that first bit. So let's see if it can get over the mini half dome. First piece of granite. Yes. No problem at all. And through these trees here on the way to Diamondback. Up and over the, what I call the Diamondback, because if you don't watch this thing, you will get bit. Gotta really pay attention here. And down and through Old Lady's Crevice. Down and up. And no problem at all. This thing is small but very mighty. Really, really happy with this guy. Traction is great. Power delivery is great. It's a little bit top heavy. You got to be careful, like most of these off-road Jeeps. They can roll on you. And let's hit Uptown Funk. See if we can get up and over. No problem. And the final piece is the aggro crag, because this thing has given me a lot of aggro. Really testing the balance of the car, not rolling, and that power delivery on that incline. And it looks like we have conquered the aggro crag. Almost at the summit, and let's take a moment just to take it all in, the looks of this classic 90s patrol. Only unfortunate thing is the light bars, the fog lights do not work. So that is unfortunate. Rockstar, it's hit or miss. They either work or they don't. So on this one, they do not. But I am loving this vehicle, man. It is easier to handle. It's lighter than the Cara, the Camacho. The Camacho is still better. It has more power. Camacho is always going to be at the top tier for the off-road vehicles. So, to answer the question, should you buy this new Annis Hellion? If you enjoy off-roading at all, I highly recommend you buy this vehicle. I am loving this little thing, and I think you'll be very pleased with it. It is small, and it is mighty. It's got the traction, the power delivery. It's a bit easier to handle, and the steering is a bit sharper than the Caracara, the Contender. Again, the Camacho is more of a top-tier off-road vehicle, right there with the trophy truck. But for me, I prefer the vehicle designs more of the Caracara, the Contender, and now this guy, the Hellion. Another reason to consider purchasing this would be is if you do love the looks of the classic 90s off-roaders, or if you wanted to build a street racing version of this with those engine swaps, go for more of a street racer look. And that will do it for this video, guys. Again, really loving this little guy. I'm going to put it right into my little off-road garage in my house in Paleto Bay. And I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, stay cool, and I will catch you guys next time.